Hey, I got a question about this one. So for this one, we're given it's a hyperbola with a foci at 2 negative 12 and 2 8 in this case, and a slope of 3/4. So I think the one that I did in the example behaved nicely, and A was 3 and B was 4. Unfortunately, there are an infinite number of possibilities with this slope of what A and B can be. It just means they're in the ratio of 3 to 4. They're not necessarily 3 and 4. So in this case, what jumps out here is we have these foci, and I'm noticing, this was at 8, this is at negative 12. So that is 20 units apart. So my C is going to be 10 for this example. And we know the Pythagorean identity here is the relationship between the A's and the B's and the C's. So that means we know A squared plus B squared has got to make 10 squared, or in other words, that has to add up to 100. And so that's why that 9 and 16 that I had wasn't going to work for this particular example. But now looking at this, I know my ratio is 3/4. So what if I double it? This would be 6 and this would be 8. 6 squared plus 8 squared, that is seeming reasonable. So if I do A is 6 and B is 8, that would make 100. 36 plus 64 does indeed make 100. This could have been a more terrible ratio. It wouldn't be on this homework. It would be like either it's 1 or 2 is essentially what this, or maybe 3 is what it might come up to. But that's the reason why this example was a little bit different than the one that I did in the notes. So it's just making sure that it's not, basically like this has just been expanded by a factor of 2 from the example that I did. Cool.